Welcome students, welcome to Accountancy Point where we discuss the various accounting concepts. Today we are going to see how to solve a full question in case of admission of a partner. Before this we have solved and seen a lot many other concepts of admission. The links have been shared in the description column. If you haven't gone through it, please go through the videos for the better understanding of the concept. Today, here I have taken a full question, and based on this, we are supposed to solve the sum. We will read the question and accordingly we will solve it. But before we solve it, we will have one full reading of the question, and accordingly we will make certain things which will help us in solving the sum. The question says that Amit and Sumit are two partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:3. So let us begin with some working notes. As the question has given, Amit and Sumit are two partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:3. So this is your old ratio. Now this is their balance sheet as at 31st March 2018 was as follows. Sundry creditors, this is a liability. Bills payable, it is also a liability. General reserve, what do we do with the general reserve? General reserve is generally distributed amongst the partners. So we will just put one tick so that in order to understand that this has to be distributed amongst the partners. But we will not distribute it right now until or unless we cover the entire question, because our adjustments may say something regarding general reserve. So we will wait for it. These are the two partners' capitals. Now on the asset side we have goodwill. We write off goodwill in the old profit sharing ratio. That is why I have put a tick. Furniture is an asset, stock is an asset, debtors, provision, cash in hand. That means there is nothing else in the balance sheet which may be distributed or written off amongst the partners. Now the question says that Amit joins the firm on 1st April 2018 on the following terms. That the new profit sharing ratio amongst them will be 5:3:2. So I will write it over here. Amit is to Sumit is to Mohit is equal to 5:3:2. This is the new ratio. Now children, if you remember, if you are provided with the old ratio and new ratio, so we can calculate the sacrificing ratio. How to calculate? Old ratio minus new ratio. And who may sacrifice? The sacrifice may be done either by Amit and Sumit. So Amit, how much sacrifice will be made by him? His old ratio is 2/5 and new ratio is 5/10. So LCM will be 10. 2 2s are 4 minus 5. Oh, at the beginning itself we have got a twist in the question. That is that Amit is gaining instead of sacrificing. Now once, if you remember that one of the partners gains instead of sacrificing, then we are supposed to calculate for all. So we will calculate the share of Sumit also, that is 3/5 minus 3/10. So LCM is 10. 5 2s are 6 minus 3 is equal to 3/10. He is sacrificing, and in this case, if you remember children, I had clearly told you that in case if one of the old partners gains, so try to find out the share of the new partner also. His old ratio is 0 and new ratio is 2/10. That means he is gaining by 2/10. Now children, we will move ahead. The next one is provision for doubtful debts is to be raised to 20% of debtors. This is an item related to your revaluation. Mohit would bring in cash 40,000 as his capital. This is capital brought in by him, and his share of goodwill is 10,000. So we will do the working for this also. This is the goodwill of Mohit. But in this condition children, if you remember, I had clearly told you, in case if one of the partners gains, we must calculate the firm's goodwill. So we will write the share of Mohit. Mohit comes for 2/10th share, and his share of goodwill is equal to rupees 10,000. So with the help of this, we can calculate firm's goodwill. Firm's goodwill means the share of Mohit into the reciprocal of his share, which will be rupees 50,000. Okay. Now this 50,000 we will multiply it with all these partners. By doing this, we will come to know who is gaining and losing how much. He will be gaining 5,000, he is losing 15,000, and he is also gaining 10,000. So children, these two partners will give to the sacrificing partner, that is Sumit. Now, next part is Amit would take over furniture at rupees 22,000. Now you can see that there is an adjustment over here. What was the value of furniture? The value of furniture was 25,000. But here it says that Amit takes it over at rupees 22,000. That means the value of furniture has reduced. So when the value of furniture is an asset. When the value of asset will decrease, it will go to revaluation also. And furniture was valued at rupees 30,900. If you can see, stock. Over here, I mean to say, we will take 20,900, that is stock. Stock was valued at rupees 20,900. We are asked to pass necessary journal entries and prepare the balance sheet of the reconstituted firm. Here children, the question has asked you to pass journal entries and directly prepare the balance sheet. The question has not asked you to prepare any of the ledger accounts. So today we will see only how to pass journal entries and prepare the balance sheet directly. All these journal entries will be passed on the date when the new partner is getting admitted. The new partner is getting admitted on 1st April 2018. We will begin our question once again from the balance sheet. Creditors, liability, bills payable, liability. General reserve is to be distributed. There is only one tick. That means there is no adjustment. So we will distribute this reserve amongst the partners. Journal entry will be general reserve account debit. It will be distributed amongst the old partners to Amit's capital account, to Sumit's capital account, and this will be distributed in the old ratio. General reserve distributed in old ratio. General reserve is given at rupees 10,000 and the old ratio is given 2:3. So the share of Amit will be 4,000 and Sumit will be rupees 6,000. After this, these are the two capital accounts. We are not going to do anything with these two. Now come to the asset side. These two will go to the partner's capital as the opening balance. Now this is goodwill over here written on the asset side. So this is to be written off amongst the partners. This is which goodwill? This is the purchased goodwill which is appearing in the balance sheet. So it will be written off Amit's capital account debit, Sumit's capital account debit to goodwill account. Here you will write goodwill written off in which ratio? In old profit sharing ratio. How much is the goodwill? It is also 10,000. So the share of Amit will be 4,000 and Sumit will be 6,000. So that's all with our balance sheet because there is no other item to be shown over here. We will come to the adjustments. First adjustment is the information. Second adjustment says that provision is to be raised to 20%. It is to be raised to 20% of debtors. How much are your debtors? 12,000. 20% of 12,000 is 2,400. Where we already have a provision of 2,000. And we have to raise it to 2,400. So how much are we going to increase? We are going to increase only 400. So it's a liability. It is increasing. So my entry will be revaluation account. debit to provision for bad and doubtful debts account. How much? We will write only 400 because out of 2400 which is to be created, 2000 was already created. So here I will write provision for bad debts created. Now after this particular second adjustment, we have the third which says that Mohit will bring rupees 40,000 as his capital. So the entry will be cash account debit to Mohit's capital account. How much? 40,000 he brings as his share of capital. Capital introduced. After this, we will take the next line which says that he also brings rupees 10,000 as his share of goodwill. So the part of the goodwill which he has brought in cash will be cash account debit to premium for goodwill account 10,000. Here we will write premium for goodwill brought in cash. Now this is a matter of goodwill which we have, the valued goodwill for which we have done the distribution over here, and we can see that Mohit, who is a new partner, has brought 10,000, so for which we have passed the entry. Now this one will be given to whom? To the sacrificing partner. Who has sacrificed? Sumit. So this will go to Sumit. So on 1st April 2018 we will write premium for goodwill account debit to Sumit's capital account, because he is the only sacrificing partner. So premium for goodwill given to sacrificing partner. How much? He has premium was brought 10,000 which has been given. Now if you look at the working children, besides Sumit, Mohit, Amit has been gaining and he has to pay, he has to compensate 5,000 to whom? To Sumit. So your one entry will be for this Amit's, since he is gaining, so gaining partner's capital account debit, Amit's capital account debit to sacrificing partner's capital account. So Sumit's capital account. Okay, here compensation for goodwill paid. How much? 5,000. After this, working, this was point number 3. We are done with this. Now point number 4, it says Amit would take over furniture at rupees 22,000. Now children, as I had told you at the beginning itself, if he is taking it over at 22,000, the value is 25 and he is taking it over at 22. That means there is a loss, decrease in the value of furniture, which will be first of all transferred to revaluation account. So you will pass the entry revaluation account debit to furniture account. How much is the value reducing? 3,000. And then value decreased. And after the value was decreased, it was taken over by, you can see over here, Amit. Amit would take over furniture at rupees 22,000. So we will pass the entry Amit's capital account debit to furniture account. And at what value has he taken it over? 22,000. Here we will write the narration furniture taken over. Now after this we will move to the next and the last adjustment, which says that stock was valued at rupees 20,900. So we will compare what was the value of stock earlier, 15,000, and what is the new value, 20,900. That means the value of stock has increased. So if it is increasing, what should be our entry? Our entry should be stock account debit to revaluation account. How much? It is 5,900. So we have value of stock increased. Now children, since this was my last adjustment, so now we will calculate the profit or loss on revaluation, for which, if you remember, I had already taught you that wherever revaluation words comes on credit side we will add, and wherever it comes on the debit side we must deduct it. If my answer is positive, it's a profit. If my answer is negative, it's a loss. Over here revaluation is on the debit side, rupees 400, I will write minus 400. Next it is over here, once again revaluation on the debit side, 3000 minus 3000, and the last one is revaluation on the credit, plus 5900. My answer is 2500, that is positive. That means it's a profit which will be given to the partners. So my last entry will be revaluation account debit 2500 to Amit's capital account to Sumit's capital account. This is profit on revaluation. We will distribute it in the old profit sharing ratio, that is 2:3. It will be rupees 1000 and 1500. Now we will see the balance sheet of Amit, Sumit and Mohit as at which date? This old balance sheet has been given. The old balance sheet has been given on 31st March and the partner is getting admitted on 1st April. So whatever may happen, you cannot prepare the next balance sheet on 31st March itself. You will have to prepare it on next date, means the day on, either on the date on which the partner has been admitted or the next date. So as at 1st April 2018, we will draw the format of the balance sheet and we will prepare the balance sheet. Please see, in order to prepare the new balance sheet, you don't have to do a lot many things. You have to just pay attention to your old balance sheet. What is your old first item? Sundry creditors. Has there been any adjustment or any change in the value of creditors? No. So I will write it as it is. Sundry creditors. How much? 5000. No change. I have written the same value. Next adjustment is bills payable. There was no change in the value of bills payable also. So I will write this also as the same. Next is the general reserve, which has already been distributed amongst the partners. Since it has been distributed amongst the partners, we are not going to show it in the new balance sheet. Now this is capital. Amit's capital account, Sumit's capital account, and new partner has also admitted his capital is Mohit's capital account. Children, only with the help of the journal entries how to find out these balances without preparing ledgers. For this, what are you supposed to do is, you will take, like suppose you are talking about Amit's capital. So first of all, you write in your calculator 30,000, the capital of the partner. And now you will check your journal entries. Wherever is the name of Amit coming on the credit, that will be added. And wherever it is coming on the debit, it will be subtracted. Over here, Amit's name is coming on the credit, 4000. So I will add 4000. Over here it is coming on the debit, so minus 4000. Here it is not, here Amit is not coming. Here also no entry. Here it is on the debit side, so minus 5000. Once again, there no entry Amit here. Amit's name is on the debit side, so minus 22,000 again. And at the end we have Amit's capital over here plus 1000. So after all these addition and subtraction, amount left is rupees 4000, which I will write it over here. Similarly for Sumit, how much is the Sumit's capital? 40,000. First of all, I will take this amount, and then wherever is the name of Sumit coming on the credit will be added, and wherever it is coming on the debit, it will be subtracted. So here it was on the credit, added, here on the debit, subtracted. No Sumit, no Sumit, no Sumit over here. Here it is on the credit, plus 10,000, Then over here Sumit on the credit plus 5,000. Now no Sumit, no Sumit, no Sumit. Here it is plus 1,500. So after this addition and subtraction, balance is 56,500. Now we will check for Mohit. Since Mohit was not an old partner, so his capital is not appearing over here. We will just check from journal entries, name of Mohit coming on the credit. Over here it is coming on the credit 40,000. So we will add 40,000. After this, no Mohit, no Mohit, no Mohit, no journal entry for Mohit. So we will directly write 40,000 over here. So we have completed our liability side. Now we'll come to the asset side, which is the first item, goodwill. It was already written off amongst the partners, so it will not go in the new balance sheet. Furniture, the value of furniture, it has been already taken over by Amit, so it will not go in the balance sheet once again. Stock, the old value was 15,000. There was an adjustment that the value of stock was valued at rupees, new value is 20,900. So here I will write stock 20,900. Next is sundry debtors 12,000. I will write sundry debtors 12,000 less provision. Children, the old provision was 2,000, but the question has asked us to maintain it at 20%, and because of that, if you can see, we have increased the provision by rupees 400. So my new provision is 2,400, which will be deducted from here 9,600. After this, the next item is cash in hand. In cash in hand, we will see what was the old balance, 40,000. Now, since it is an asset, so assets always have a debit balance. So we will check our journal entries. Wherever cash is or bank coming on the debit will be added. Along with this, my old value is 40,000. Now over here cash is coming on the debit side, 40,000, it will be added because cash is an asset. Here also it is coming on the debit, will be added 10,000. So total is 90,000, which I will write as my new cash in hand. There was no other cash transaction. After cash, we will just see that whether we have met with all the adjustments or not. This was the information. Provision we have already made, we have already deducted from our debtors. Mohit would bring in cash 40,000, capital, goodwill done. Furniture has already been taken over by Amit, so we have not shown it. Stock, we have already shown the correct value. Now we will balance our balance sheet. We will total our balance sheet and we'll see whether the total comes or not. It is 500, 6, 4, 10, 5, 15, 4, 1, 5, 5, 10, 1, 11. Over here this side, 6, 9, 15, carry 1, 9, 1, 10, carry 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 9, 12. I think we have missed something. We will check. Sorry, bills payable value is 15,000. So when we'll correct, it will be 1,20,500. The value of bills payable was 15,000. So this is how the balance sheet tallies. Now for the same question, we will see how to prepare ledger accounts like revaluation account and partners capital and the balance sheet, in case if you are not set to prepare the journal entries. Children, I am going to teach with the same question. I have not taken a new question. Let's suppose the question doesn't ask you to pass necessary journal entries. It says prepare ledger accounts and balance sheet. So in this case, you are supposed to prepare revaluation account and partners capital account. So first of all, we'll see what all things will be done in the revaluation. But before that, we can continue from here itself. See, these are the information. This is the liability, bills payable, general reserve. Okay. So what are we going to do with this general reserve? This general reserve will be Obviously this is the part which will be distributed amongst the partners. So this will go to partners capital, this also will go to partners capital, this also will go to partners capital. These all are furnitures. We have adjustments over here. The first adjustment is about the new PSR. So we are not going to do anything with this. It says that provision is to be raised to 20% of debtors. Once again, my debtors are of 12,000. I have to create a provision of 20% of my debtors. So 2,400, whereas I already have a provision of 2,000. So my provision will increase by rupees 400. So since if there is an increase in liability, we write it on the debit side. To provision for bad debts, we will only show rupees 400. Next to this is that he is bringing capital. This will go to his capital account, and he also brings the premium for goodwill. This also will go to partners capital. Amit would take over furniture at rupees 22,000, although the old value of furniture was 25,000 and this is only 22,000. That means the value of furniture is decreasing. So we will write it over here. Furniture, the value has reduced by rupees 3,000. Next, the value of stock is 20,900, whereas the old value was 15,000. So if the value of asset is increasing, we will write it on the credit side by stock. How much value is increasing? 5,900. So this was the end of the adjustments. Now we will balance our revaluation account. It is 5,900. Credit side total is more. Credit side shows the profit. So my profit is more. So it will be distributed between Amit's capital account to Sumit's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. So when balance is 2,500, which will be distributed in the ratio 2:3, 1,000 rupees and 1,500. Now, once again, it's time to prepare partners capital and we will begin from the very beginning. So this is the old PSR given. It is sundry creditors, does not go to partners capital. Bills payable, no change, does not go to partners capital. This is general reserve. But before writing this, first of all, we will write the opening balance of my partners. So I will write over here by balance brought down. Amit's capital was rupees 30,000 and Sumit's capital was rupees 40,000. So I have written the opening capitals of Amit and Sumit. Now we will come back to general reserve. General reserve is on the liability side. So from my left hand side, it will be distributed to my right hand side. So I will write over here by general reserve. Although this is an accumulated profit, so partners will get it in their old ratio. General reserve was rupees 10,000. When it will be distributed in the old ratio, the share will be rupees 4,000 and rupees 6,000. So that is all with my liability side. I will come to my asset side now. On the asset side, I have only one item, that is goodwill, to be shown in the partner's capital. All these are the assets. Assets never go in the partner's capital. So over here goodwill is there. So to goodwill account, goodwill will be written off. Goodwill is on the right hand side. So while it will be transferred to my partner's capital, it will come on the left hand side to goodwill, and it will be also distributed in the old profit sharing ratio. So the share of Amit and Sumit will be only 4,000 and 6,000. Mohit will not get a share of this. Now after this, I will come to my adjustment, new profit sharing ratio, provision. This I have already shown in my revaluation. Now it says that Mohit would bring in cash rupees 40,000 as his capital. So I will write by cash account. Mohit has brought rupees 40,000 as his capital. In the same, it says that he also brings rupees 10,000 as his share of goodwill. Children, for goodwill we have made a working over here. So first of all, the goodwill which is brought by Mohit in cash, we will write it over here, premium for goodwill. And it will go to whom? It will be given only to the sacrificing partner. Who was sacrificing partner? If you look at the working, there is only one partner, that is Sumit, who has sacrificed. So it will be given to Sumit rupees 10,000. Besides that, if you can see, there is Amit also who has been gaining. So he will also give it to Sumit. So we will write over here who is giving by Amit's capital account. Amit is giving to whom? Sumit. So Sumit's capital has increased, but at the same time Amit's capital has also getting reduced. It is getting reduced. He is giving it to whom? To Sumit's capital account. Amit has given 5,000 to him. Now after this, the next item is Amit would take over furniture at rupees 22,000. So here I will write to furniture account. Who takes it over? Amit. At what value? 22,000. What is the next item? This is a stock related to my revaluation. If you check your revaluation, the name of the partners appear on the debit side. So it will be transferred to the credit side by revaluation account. Now it will be 1,000 for Amit, 1,500 for Sumit. That's all. That was the end of the question. Now it's time to balance partners' capital. Which side do you feel has a greater total of which all partners? If you see Amit, the credit side seems more. So credit side total is 35,000. We will write the same amount over here, 35,000. And the balancing figure will be written as to balance carried down. 35,000 minus 27 for 31. So it will be rupees 4,000. Similarly for Sumit, it is 46, 56, 56, 61, 62, 500, 62, 500 minus 6,000 is 56, 500. And Mohit only has credit side, that is 40,000. The same amount will be written. Nothing is to be deducted. So his capital will be forwarded at rupees 40,000. Now, after preparing partners' capital, once again the balance sheet, which will be prepared in the same manner, we'll see sundry creditors, no change, we will write the same value. Bills payable 15,000, no change, same value we will write. General reserve has been distributed amongst the partners, so it will not come in the balance sheet. Amit's capital, Sumit's capital, Mohit's capital, we will see the balance CD, and these three will be written over here. Now, asset side, goodwill has been distributed, so it will not be written. Furniture was taken over by Amit, so it will not come in the balance sheet. Stock has increased to 20,900. Sundry debtors 12,000. Earlier provision was 2,000. We have increased it by 400. So the provision is 2,400. Balance is 9,600. Cash in hand was 40,000. And the new partner has brought capital and premium for goodwill in cash. So in this manner, the balance sheet of the capital looks like this. Children, I hope this sum will help you in solving a lot many sums of admission. Please like, share and comment for the video and subscribe to the channel Accountancy Point. Thank you.